Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sports and Bud channel. You already know what it is. It's your three hosts and buddies. I'm Doug, Lightning Leche, aka Lil Dookie. I got Mr. Spuddy with me.
What's going on, buddies? It's Spuddy Mickey here.
And we got Mr. Francis.
Hey, what's good, everyone? We got another week.
Was it week 8?
Yeah, week 8.
Sheesh.
We're not even halfway, right? Or this is about halfway, I guess.
This is what the halfway would be.
It's about halfway, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. Well, as usual, it's your guys' favorite episode, the Draftkings episodes.
Yes, sir. Sunday Millionaire Maker.
Millionaire Maker. Sunday morning and afternoon games only. You already know the vibes. We're going to give you our two top guys. Top guys. And then our two value guys.
Yes, sir.
Let's jump into it, boys.
Yes, sir.
Start off with them quarterbacks.
There's a lot I like this week, low-key. But should I just go with the easy one? Just because I don't think I picked him this year, and I'll pick him this week.
Okay.
We can go with the most expensive. You might as well do it, 8,100, because Josh Allen is gonna be throwing them TDs, or if not, he's gonna be running them TDs.
I like it.
Nice pick.
Yeah. Last time they played Miami, they beat him by a lot.
40-0.
He had a low showing. I think he only got like 17 points.
Oh, no, it was 35-0 in that one. Yeah.
No, you're right, Dougie. He only got 17 points that game.
Yeah, so I expect a turnaround. I expect the same type of score.
Yeah.
If Tua's playing, maybe not, 0. Maybe, they'll get in on some garbage time stuff. But
Hey,
I do see a high scoring game.
Did you watch that game? Why do you think they killed him at 35, but Josh Allen only put up 17? I don't really
I think
know
it was
why.
Defense. I think the defense woke up.
I think the defense might have scored a TD, and then also running back. They just get to the goal line and just dump it.
Yeah,
I see.
But this is a revenge game because right before the bye they lost against Titans, so they're itching for a win. So the best way to do it is use your best assets in the offense, and Josh Allen is that boy.
Yeah.
Beat up on a bad team. Why not? Yeah, 8,100 might seem like a lot, but I think he's a shoo-in for at least 3 TDs and over the 100-yard bonus.
I think he'll be over 300, 3 TDs. I think that's the floor for him.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll definitely do better than 17.
The next for top money pick.
Money.
Yeah, I want to talk about bounce back. I'm looking at Herbert.
Oh,
7,300.
He said, "I don't care about the Patriots defense. Give me Herbert."
Man, bounce. He had 2 back-to-back pretty subpar games. Not back-to-back. Before the bye week.
Yeah,
Baltimore.
Yeah, he can't do worse than the Ravens.
Hey, he's sitting on salt right now.
Yeah.
Because he went from that Browns game to whatever the hell that Ravens game was.
Right.
Yeah, so that's a long salt sit he's doing.
Yeah, so they have their bye. They shook off the bad, and they're gonna come back, and Herbert's gonna throw a couple on for sure. At least have.
You know what? I like that pick. I like that pick a lot.
Yeah.
He's. I think he's in that right price range where it's not too much, but enough to where you can get that value from him.
Yeah. I think he could be considered a sleeper for 2 reasons. One, he had a terrible showing the last time we saw him. 2, he is a little pricey, and he's going against the Patriots, which might turn people off.
Yeah.
So he might not even be chalky, honestly, and it could pay out.
I think it pays out very, very good. Wink, 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 wink.
Wink, wink.
Yeah. So that's a good pick.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll give him some monies.
But I am gonna mention my boy. He was gonna be a pick, but I was like, nah, I can't do it 3 weeks in a row. But that is Ball Out Burrow because
Ball out Burrow. Hey, his matchup look juicy.
We should get that on the mixer.
That matchup looked juicy. So, yeah, just, glossing over that. But
Or is that
for our value picks this week, I'm going Carson Wentz again at 5,700.
I like that pick too. I really do.
Carson Wentz at Tennessee, divisional game. They're Colts been looking a little better lately. Like
they turned it around.
Yeah. In Tennessee, you know, they 2 back-to-back really good wins, but this is the real test to me.
I mean, it might be considered a shootout, but I mean, Tennessee is just going to run the ball, but Indy's, I can see them, you know, slanging it with running.
Yeah, it does seem like the Colts have definitely turned the vibe around in that team.
Probably because they got the injuries back.
And I don't think Wentz is really turning the ball. Look, he has 1 interception the whole season.
Yeah.
He's not turning the ball over.
He's taking care of it a little bit better.
He's fumbled 3 times. So 4 total turnovers on the season, which isn't bad.
Better than Patrick Mahomes.
11 to 4, 11 TDs to 4 interceptions. Yeah, he's having a pretty solid season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then for my second value pick.
Uh-oh. What's going on?
5,500 to
He wanted to put it back in his mouth. Like, I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say Tua.
And I'm gonna tell you why I like Tua. Garbage time greatness, man. Because the Bills I feel like the Bills are just gonna run them up, and you know, Tua's gonna have his couple. He got Waddle there. You know, they can
Waddle.
Yeah.
Waddle.
I don't know. He could put up a good 24 at for that pricing if you're really trying to save money and get a home run pick.
Yeah, and I think the underlying factor that helps Tua is that he knows his job is on the line and he's on the trading block. So,
oh yeah,
and I don't know if you guys know who his dad is or seen his dad, but I'm sure this fool has blown his phone up and said, "Look, you better get your shit together." And so, I mean, like the last 2 games, he's been showing out. I'm not gonna lie, he threw 4 touchdowns last game.
Yeah,
threw 2 interceptions as well.
Yeah, but that's true. That's true. What I'm saying is he's putting it all out on the field
on fantasy.
But I mean, fantasy wise, that's 28 points even with the 2 INTs.
Yeah,
yeah. If you would have taken those INTs away, he's over 30. So I like that as a value at 55, but. I mean, the Bills' defense does make it a little scary, so.
Yeah.
It does.
That's what I said. That's my home run hitter of the week.
Yeah.
But who y'all liking this week?
Who you got, Spud?
Oh, I got Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
Hey, you want to talk about garbage time greatness?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, King this man. King me.
King.
Jalen King, garbage, Hurts.
On a side note, I feel like if the Eagles lose to the Lions, we will see the first Jalen Hurts press conference when he's on full tilt and he's just going to say what's on his mind.
Yeah. And the thing is, low key, even though Jalen Hurts is a guy I feel like is going to go off, they will lose against Detroit.
I feel like this is the Lions dub right here. I really feel like
they fucking taste it.
I think so.
And Campbell's like, we got him, boys.
Yep.
The kneecaps are hard. The kneecaps are hard.
They've been cooking. They've been cooking all week.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts should have a really good game.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's going to be a very close game. It might be a high-scoring game, but they will go down to the Lions, and Jalen Hurts will put it all out there with disappointment on his face.
Absolutely wild when you look at his history. That I feel like he might be the only quarterback that didn't have a game below 20 points at least once. Like I don't know, I haven't really looked through everybody, but I can tell. I can guarantee you. Okay,
I want to say he's been consistently at 20. The only one.
Even Tom Brady had an 11-point game. Stafford had an 18. Let's see, Burrow.
No, he's at 18. He's at 18.
18, 13.
Look at this dude's points. 28, 21, 25, 31, 23, 26, 24.
Yeah,
damn.
Exactly. Like a floor of 21.
Josh Allen had his early games with under 20.
And you're saying he's going against the Lions?
The Lions? Okay.
Matthew Stafford, 18 was his lowest.
Yeah. No, Jalen Hurts is a great pick. I just because Spuddy said Hurts. If you want to go a little higher with Stafford, but if you were to ask my honest opinion, I think Hurts puts up more points.
Yeah.
So, but Stafford, against Houston, you can expect him to throw maybe at least three touchdowns.
Yeah. And the chance guy I would take, I wouldn't pick him, but if you want to add a lineup with this cat in here, because I want to say in the relative weeks lately, he's been playing pretty good, above that what he's been playing the rest of the season. Tannehill. You think he's slowly turning it around? I don't know about that, but I think he's streaky. Hey.
I don't know about that, but
I think right now he's on a streak.
Okay.
So ride the streak while it lasts.
Yeah.
I know the Heineke train only lasted a game or two.
Shit. I got off the train just in time.
Hey, bro, I'm getting off with you.
After what you saw, right?
Hey, last week was our last stop.
Yeah.
Out of commission. I think the train.
But I mean, he did get 22 points.
He did.
He didn't do horrible.
But the Heineke train is all about the highs.
Yeah,
the
highs.
Not the mids and not the lows. We want the high Heineke train, and that was not it.
The highest of highs.
But going back on Tannehill, it seems like he's getting a little bit more comfortable with the offense right now. I mean, he's getting better protection. He's connecting with A.J. Brown a little bit better now. So okay. I would say still ride the wave, but at the same time, the risk factor is a little bit higher. Better defense, divisional game.
Yeah.
So, proceed that one with caution.
How do you read that game, Titans and Colts?
I think it's a high scoring game.
You think so? You think they go back and forth on each other?
But the thing is, that's where I kind of mentioned with Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz will be slinging it. Titans, I don't know. They can, but they could also go with Derrick Henry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They could go either way, but Derrick Henry could be that guy that makes a comeback for them.
I want to say Derrick Henry possibly had his worst game against the Colts. Am I wrong on that? Let me double check that.
Double check.
No, he had it against the Cardinals. So he actually put up 22 points on the Colts last time. But all right, we're not on that right now.
Yeah. Yeah, because the first game of the season, they really didn't utilize Henry that much or that well.
Yeah, that the Titans and Colts game and me personally is just one of those hard ones to read. Like it really could be either one.
They do, but I feel like they score a lot of points in their matchups though.
Okay,
like they're usually above 20 at least.
Okay,
so that's what I think.
Okay,
so it's gonna be close though. That's no brainer.
All right,
but that's what I feel. So yeah.
I don't have a value pick.
Okay.
I thought I did, but I'm not even gonna say his name because I'm gonna be so ashamed. I'm done with him. It's literally just the matchup and my confusion as to what happened to him. Sam Darnold.
Darnold.
Oh, no. See,
fucking
the
Darnold.
fact that I'm already done with Sam Darnold, I out of my mind. Out of my mind.
But can someone please explain how you go from 20 points, 22, 28, 36 to 9, 17, and 3?
Fraud.
Bench against the Giants?
The Giants benched you? The Giants.
The Giants, huh?
It took the Giants.
I like
huh?
PJ fucking Walker on this one.
Oh, so you want to mention PJ Walker?
Yeah. He gonna be nice that game.
Okay, so yeah,
automatically go for the second half points.
PJ
Walker.
I'm good off the value.
All right. Well, to summarize it up with the quarterbacks, my top two this week were Josh Allen at 8,100.
Money.
Josh Herbert at 7,300. And then my two value picks for the week were Carson Wentz at 5,700.
Mm-hmm.
And Tua Tagovailoa at 5,500.
Hey, yo, that was clean saying his last name, brother.
Yep.
You know how we do over here at Pleasant Sports.
And by the way, y'all might want to listen to Dougie because I listened back to last week's episode and he nailed a lot of the players that went off last week. Jamar Chase, that was one of your receivers, right? And then which one of your quarterbacks went off? There was like at least 3 or 4 players where I was like, damn, if he would have just made a lineup with all those players that he said, he would have been deep in the green last week.
I'll be switching sometimes.
Yeah, I feel it. Sometimes, because we record these episodes on Thursday, and by the time Sunday comes, sometimes you change your mind on some shit. Yeah, I don't blame you.
The Shepherd one really fucked with
a lot of our lineups last week, but yeah. Are we moving on to running backs now?
Yeah, you just
passing over to the running backs.
Handing it off.
Hand it over.
And then I'm going to pass it to Spuddy, yeah. All right. So, here we go with the running backs. My first top pick is going to be Najee Harris. Ooh. I actually like 3 guys in the above 7K range, but I'm going to have to leave one out. But my first one, I like Najee Harris. He has a pretty high floor since week 2, basically. Week 2 basically was at 20. But yeah, 20 and up, you can expect that from him every week just because, I don't know, the Steelers just, they lean heavy on this guy.
He's the offense right now.
He's the offense right now. And him and Deontay Johnson probably get the most touches. So
everyone else do a couple Hail Marys and you hope you get the ball.
And I know, seeing that red 6th against the run is a little scary, but look back on the Browns games. It's not like they were really shutting down any running back like that. They've had some pretty high scores scored on them, high scoring games on them. So
Chargers.
Yeah, exactly. So I think Najee Harris could get the work in. Who am I leaving out next? Okay, I think I'm gonna go with D Swift as my second one. I'm late to the party. I'm going to admit I'm late to the party. D Swift is going to be more chalky moving forward because of just how they use him in the passing game. Like the passing game.
Man is the passing game.
The man is somehow the passing game just because when you think about it and you look at their wide receivers, you understand why he's so heavily involved. Like their only hope is that they could dump it off to him on a short route and he makes a play because he is talented as an open field runner. So
what I'm wondering about Swift?
What?
How he plays without a Q next to his name.
Why?
Because ever since last year too, this year, last year, he plays with a Q next to his name.
Oh yeah.
So I wonder what it's like a fully healthy Swift.
I mean, you and Doug kind of brought that up last week, and you guys are just like, "Don't worry about that Q. That just stays there to look pretty."
It's literally just. I think they didn't update his picture.
Oh yeah, I mean, that was another guy you nailed. You were right on. Dougie was Deandre Swift. You did mention D Swift last week, and he did go off for 28 points. So that was a good call. So D Swift, he's gonna be chalky, probably like 15 to 20% just because, I don't know, we're all late to the party. We realize that he's a big part of that Lions offense.
Not just that, they're going against the Eagles.
Yeah, it's a great matchup. It's a great matchup. So, all right, moving on to value. Yikes. My goodness. Okay, so there's honestly only one that I truly like, which is Zach Moss at 5,200. I'll pick a second one. But Zach Moss is the first one. He has a nice matchup against the Dolphins. I'm not a huge fan of Zach Moss because of the volume. Like, I feel like they just split too much between him and Singletary.
Yeah.
But with this game script, they're at home. They're versus a Dolphins team that, like we talked about earlier, Josh Allen should have a great game. They should go ahead in this game. So Zach Moss might get a lot of goal line opportunities. I see him kind of like the James Conner of this team, where he's like cherry picking the goal line. And by the way, fuck James Conner for that.
Hey, side notes about the Dolphins: they're on the verge of just having no morale left in the season.
Yeah, I mean their season got away from them already. So, and I think they had high expectations for themselves.
They really did.
They just didn't live up to it. So, okay, for my second value, because I have to pick one.
Oh, I know a value pick. I'll wait until you're done, though.
Okay. Let's see. We're gonna go with Kenneth Gainwell. Fuck it.
You picked it. You fucking picked it.
We're going to go with Gainwell at 5K. I think this is another guy that they targeted 8 times last week in the passing game. He only caught half of them, though. So if he caught maybe at least 6 or 7, you add that to each reception is a point, plus the yardage he would have gotten from catching those balls.
Understand this. Miles Sanders is with the Q. He had an ankle injury last week in the first quarter, and he left. That's why he split. Gainwell split touches with Boston Scott. So I know Miles Sanders has a Q next to him, but I really think they're going to start leaning on Gainwell this game.
I mean, yeah. So just keep track of the Sanders injury. He might be a game time decision. If Sanders is out, Gainwell's stock goes way up.
Exactly.
Because the usage is going to be there.
For sure.
And especially if early on early plays, if they call his number and he's gashing them, they're just going to keep going to him.
He's a great pass catching option, and he's shown burst before.
Yeah,
and this is a good game to get that going.
And honestly, I think it could be a nice sleeper just because of his name not being so big. But we have to remember he's playing the Lions, and the Lions do let running backs go off. So I know he's not a Dalvin Cook, a Derrick Henry, McCaffrey, but he is going to be the running back for the Eagles that game if Sanders is out, and he has a high chance to produce against the Lions. So
saves you a lot of money.
Saves you a lot of money. Hey, trust, when you look at these wide receivers and QBs, you're going to need value somewhere.
Somewhere.
These prices are starting to get ridiculous. So that was my second value, guys. Who you guys feeling on this slate? Just real quick before I pass it on, I did want to mention Taylor as a third above the 7K.
Yeah,
I love that matchup for him.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of good matchups above the 6K.
Yeah. So who you guys feeling?
For value at 5,400, I like Elijah Mitchell.
He is doing solid work for
and
our weird team.
A very shaky Chicago defense.
Yeah, I mean, how do you guys see the Bears defense? Is it respectable or not?
Here's the thing: they can't get off the fucking field.
Oh,
yeah.
so they suck.
No, no. The offense sucks.
You're talking about the offense.
Okay. Like by the time they hold them.
Oh, so you're saying they're getting exhausted as the game goes on because they're just on the field all the time.
I mean, the first play of the game, a fumble happened with Justin Fields.
Yeah. So
right
back out.
Man, I mean, Bears had it, but still, like, it was a 4 and out right away on the field. So you can't catch a break if you have a shitty offense.
I mean, Elijah Mitchell has ran over 100 yards twice this season. So I like it. I like it as a value.
Yeah.
And then, not a top pick, but I'm going to tell you, for everyone out there who's listening, a top pick to stay away from. 8,700 Alvin Kamara. Save your money. Do not even spend $1 on that right there.
Even the way he's been playing lately?
I mean, on Monday night, he had a good game for once.
No, I mean, the last 2 games was 36 and 29, but you're right. At any moment, the Saints could just switch up on this man.
Say, nah.
And say, you know what? You've been producing, we've been winning, but we're not going to do it anymore. We're going to go somewhere else. We're going to go with Callaway.
I'm not saying he's not going to have a good game because he'll still get double digits, like a high, like 18, 19. But he's not going to be looking. Yeah, it's not going to be worth that price tag.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right. 87 is very hefty. He would have to really get to that 35 area.
Yeah. And I don't know. I just don't see it against this Tampa team.
Yeah. I feel it. That's a good call out. That's a good call out. You might want to pivot away from Kamara.
There's a lot of value in the upper 6,000.
Yeah. What do you like, Spud?
I'll name off a few names. Joe Mixon sounds nice against this Jets defense. I can see him having a big game. It's Jets defense. Mixon, gets in the mix.
Gets in the mix.
So that's a good one. James Robinson against the Seahawks.
Ooh.
I think that's going to be a sleeper pick because
actually, yeah.
I think people really still respect Seahawks defense, even though there is no defense there anymore.
Yeah.
So I still feel like people will go away from it And plus, it's the Jags. They're going to be like, the Jags. I'm like, hey, but James Robinson, though, he can still play, and they're giving him the ball.
He's nice.
Hey, they're giving the ball now. The first 2 games, hey, erase that from your memories. All right? Just erase it. He'll get the ball. He'll get something going.
Yeah.
Another pick that I like, too, I'm just speedballing it, Henderson Jr.
Henderson Jr. against Houston.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's solid.
Yeah.
He puts up points.
Yep. And the matchup.
Yep, and it's going to be Houston.
Yeah, so a lot of goal line stuff.
Yeah. Those are just some 3 quick picks right there. Possible ins and outs, whatever matchup he likes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, go for it, Dougie.
Okay, so one last guy I want to mention at the low, but not the value. So, I guess, low, high pick, 6,200, Cordero Patterson.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
6,200. I mean,
I don't.
Why not?
Are the Panthers really nice like that? I don't believe that first against the run that Draftkings is telling me. I don't believe that shit.
But I don't see him
how do you judge this
running
shit?
though. That's the thing.
Wait, what you say, Dougie?
I said, but I don't see him getting in running though. That's the thing.
You see him getting in off the passes, right?
Mm-hmm,
Yeah. No, definitely.
That's why it's a deceiving metric.
Yeah,
because he is listed as a running back, but he is a receiver by heart.
Yeah. As like we were saying offline, I personally put CPAT in the group with the Kamaras and Aaron Jones, where
his
their
number
receivers.
is 84 for God's sake.
and he's taking hands off,
and he's an RB.
But and that's a great thing. I think he got somewhat of a promotion because the last 2 games he's getting 14 rushing attempts.
Oh yeah. Mike Davis is non-existent now in the offense.
Yeah, so he's literally like I said, he's become kind of their Kamara type where they're handing it off to him, but they're also using him in the passing game.
And he's the decoy.
And he could be the decoy for Kyle Pitts and Ridley. Mm-hmm. So, but my thing is Cordero Patterson kind of had a slow. Kind of, you could say a bad game last week. He still ended with 14 points without scoring a single touchdown. Mm-hmm. So if you just add 1 touchdown to this guy's stats, he's in the 20s.
Yeah.
So I do like that pick, Dougie. Mm-hmm. CPAT's a nice one. Mm-hmm. That's going to pretty much wrap it up for the running backs then. To recap, my top picks is Najee Harris and D Swift. And then for value, we're going Zach Moss and Gainwell.
Ooh, yes.
Yes, sir. And we're going to pass it over to Spuddy, who's going to lead us into the wide receivers.
Ooh, I caught it. All right. The receivers are an interesting one because, again, I feel like it's more of a top-heavy pickings where you got a lot of, top picks compared to the values to me. So we're going to start things off with our second favorite team. I think we can all agree. From the Buffalo Bills, we got Stephon Diggs at 8,100.
Bills Mafia.
We're all Bills Mafia.
Hey, when our team goes out, Bills Mafia, we go.
Yes, sir. And I'm one more loss away.
Mm-hmm. One more loss away from full-fledged jumping on tables.
Full-fledged. Getting a Diggs jersey.
Yeah, Diggs probably had his best statistical last game against the Tennessee Titans. Mm-hmm. But I think that's going to be more on the rise.
Okay.
I think we're going to start seeing more of that. And plus the matchup is against Miami.
Yep.
So, I feel like he's going to feast off this defense that has been underperforming.
Yeah.
So, Diggs, eat up. I expect you to have a 30-point game.
Yes, sir.
30-point game.
I can see it.
Mm-hmm. Up next, like Dougie said earlier, Justin Herbert's gonna come and destroy this New England Patriots defense, and he's gonna use it with his main target now. And no, it's not Keenan Allen.
Ooh.
Aww. Sadly, Aww. I'm sorry, because this person does not have an injury update next to his name. Yep. It is sitting at 7,700. Mike Williams.
Hey.
I don't know how this man does it, but sometimes he gets wide open.
Yeah.
right?
And he's such a big guy. It's like, how do you miss this man?
Who are you focused? I guess the focus goes on Allen and Eckler a lot. But,
Or I don't know if he sits on a route for a while, then sneaks away and just
he just has this natural talent, just like catch him sleeping.
I forgot what game where no one was around him and he just jogged to get the ball and scored. Mm-hmm. You know, and
it really just looked like he ran a route at practice.
Mm-hmm. The bye helped because he doesn't have an injury next to his name.
Yeah.
And I expect a boom game from him because he's been kind of, ever since the Cleveland game, and that happened 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. And there's no Stephon Gilmore to save him.
Mm-hmm. He's only had 2 bad games, one against the Raiders where he only scored 2 points, and the Baltimore game, 4 points. But,
we like to buy the dip, right?
Buy at the dip. And this is the dip right now, especially against a Pat D.
Yes, sir.
I don't think anyone on that defense can combat his speed and his size.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that people forget. The guy has fucking size.
A lot of size.
So, Mike Williams, you're on this roster this week. Those are for the top picks.
Nice.
All right, now we go into the values. And I like this one a lot, guys, at 5,900. I think he's the vet on this team, Marvin Jones Jr.
Marvin Jones.
Okay. I don't like this Seattle's defense.
Jake.
And I feel like Jaguars will win this game.
Okay.
Ooh.
And I think Trevor Lawrence will probably have his best game to date in this game.
Ooh.
In a hostile Seattle stadium.
Jeez.
Okay.
This is going to be the demoralizing shot to Seattle, right?
Oh. I mean, I'm not against that.
And
Kill him.
I mean, it just kind of feels like, without Russell Wilson being at home, this whole team is not there.
Yeah.
They played a 13-10 game against Saints, but Saints are just as confusing as the Seattle.
Right. You don't know what's going on that offense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now, you get this team that is coming off of a win from a bye, and I think they keep this going. Just good play. And I think Marvin Jones is going to be there, catching some balls, going to catch a TD or two.
Yeah. Yeah, as their one, I can see it.
Yeah, nice compliment. And that's why Marvin Jones get on this team.
Hey. Okay.
Now, for my next value pick, we got Mr. Let Me Catch in the Rain, Michael Pittman Jr.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, Francis. I'm sorry. That was a sick-ass catch.
Nah, it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Michael Pittman Jr., get on this team at 5,300. You are showing to be a nice, reliable set of hands for Mr. Carson Wentz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Though you only had 4 targets, you caught all 4 targets in the rain.
Mm-hmm.
Let me remind y'all, in the rain, over 100 yards and a touchdown.
Yep.
I think that will continue with some more targets your way, sir. Because this is going to be a shootout on your end against the Tennessee Titans.
I mean, yeah. If you are expecting a high scoring game, Pittman is a great pick.
And no one knows what the deal with T.Y. Hilton is going to be this game. He's riding a queue. So I think even if he does play, Pittman should, get some targets his way.
For sure.
He has nice side. He has good hands, and he'll break off. Break off. So, okay, what receivers are y'all feeling this week?
You could go first, Dougie.
Mention the boy. Hey, mention the boy because I left him open for you.
Jamar.
Yeah.
7,500. Yeah, I like that matchup.
It's a great matchup.
That connection, Burrow to Chase is it's working, and it's been working. Like his floor right now is 13 points.
Crazy.
And literally it's like that. It's 13, 22, 13, 30, 13, 37.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't think he gets 13, at least against, the Jets.
Yeah.
So I see him having a big game. Mid-20s, 25 and up is his floor to me.
Yeah, that's a high floor.
Yeah.
Bro, the Jets with the backup quarterback, they're going to be on the field the offense is going to be on the field all day.
all day. Yikes.
Because that defense is playing pretty nice.
Yeah, it is.
And Zach Wilson's not playing. They're playing with a backup quarterback.
Hey, do we see some trickery involving Jamar Chase in this game, though? Just for shits and giggles?
Like a sweep or something?
Maybe like a jet sweep, yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I can see that.
I can see it. Just, hey, let's try it out.
Yeah, Jamar Chase, that fool's not slowing down, bro.
Yeah. Crazy.
But
he's dope.
To go along with my home run pick and the values, 5,600. I do like Jalen Waddle this week against Buffalo.
Jalen Waddle, who's emerging right now. He's on he's coming up with the targets, the receptions. It's all going up.
And simply because, like I said, I can see Tua having two to three touchdowns and 2 of those TDs coming in garbage times and going to Waddle. So that's along with with the values for me. What do you think, Spud?
Francis.
Francis, my bad.
Top pick at 64. I like Cortland Sutton against Washington. He's really tall. I didn't realize how tall this guy was.
Yeah, the Broncos have tall receivers.
Oh yeah. He is on a little bit of a dip too from last week. Cortland Sutton has proved that his ceiling can be 25 to 30 something points. So I think against Washington, whose defense is, I don't know, they're very sus. And especially using his size. The only problem with Denver is consistent quarterback play, but Cortland is the clear number one on that team. Yeah. Especially with, I think Judy's still out, right?
They might activate him tomorrow.
They might? We'll see.
We'll see. The only reason why Sutton's kind of like in a shaky position is because of the quarterback play. You got Teddy Bridgewater not 100% at all. And we saw it in that Cleveland game. He can't put too much pressure on his ankle or just his legs in general. Can't get the ball out correctly. So that's the only concern that I have with it. But let's just say they go with Drew Lock. You think Sutton will still produce?
I think if they went with Drew Lock, I think Noah Fant's stock goes up. I don't know. I think Cortland Sutton does get a little affected though. Just because I don't know I don't really know the chemistry between him and Drew. And there are some games where Sutton scored 2 points, 8 points, 7 points. I'm wondering, were those the games that Drew Lock was playing,
or he had to fill in?
Yeah, because he scored those low points in week 1, week 3, and week 4.
Week 1 was with Jerry Jeudy.
Oh,
then Jerry Jeudy went down and they went to Tim Patrick.
Okay, week 2 he ended up going off Sutton at 27. But then 3 and 4, isn't that where Teddy got injured?
Yeah, that's where he got concussed.
Okay, so with Drew Lock, his numbers dipped, but as soon as Teddy came back, they came back up. So it really just depends who's playing the quarterback position. Yeah. If Teddy's going to play, Sutton's going to be the pick.
Yeah.
But to go value, and I think it's a little sleeper, it's for garbage time, and Tyrod Taylor is coming back this Sunday.
Is he?
Brandon Cooks at 5,700. His value goes up with Tyrod Taylor.
Look, I did not know Tyrod Taylor is coming back.
They're saying, barring any setbacks, they expect him to come back on Sunday.
Ooh, this is major news.
So Rams are going to pretty much take control of this game. But you know what? Garbage time, playing from behind. You go to your number one receiver. And look at the numbers when Brandon Cooks was playing with Tyrod Taylor. 21, 22, 23. And then the moment Mills came in, his numbers tanked. So get Brandon Cooks before he gets back to the 6Ks, maybe 7K. You want to start him now.
Yep. And I like that.
That's all I'm going to say for receivers. That's all I got.
Dougie anymore? Dougie anymore?
I wanted maybe say Deontay Johnson, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's,
you know what?
I don't know what that game's going to be because apparently all the receivers are hurt. OBJ is questionable. Landry's questionable.
Yeah.
People-Jones questionable.
Yeah. And it's crazy. Look at OBJ is at 4,600.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
I think Deontay Johnson is a great pick at 67 because he's under 7K, but like when you look at all his games, he's double-digit targets. And even in the game that he only got 2 targets and 2 catches, he still put up 15 points because they went for long plays and a touchdown.
Yeah.
So like his floor is 15 points. You know, it's just I feel like Deontay also doesn't have like that major boom. Like he hasn't gone to 30. You know,
that's mainly because of Big Ben and the ability to do that shit.
Exactly. Exactly.
So I mean, that's the cap that he's at.
But I think for like a safe pick where you're gonna get numbers and he's not gonna frost you at least. I think Deontay Johnson is a good pick. 67.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, that's all I got for receivers.
Okay, I'll wrap it up. All right, starting off with my wrap up, we got Stephon Diggs competing with his brother that's on defense with touchdowns. 8,100 went against Miami, so good matchup. Then we got Mike Williams, Chargers, going against Patriots. He's sitting at 7,700. Then doing for the values, Marvin Jones Jr. of the Jacksonville Jaguars going against the Seahawks, the shaky Seahawks. The shaky Seahawks.
Shaky.
5,900. Good deal. And for my last pick, we got Michael Pittman Jr. for the Indianapolis Colts going against the Tennessee Titans, sitting at 5,300.
Hey.
Now it's time for open discussion on the tight ends.
Ooh, look who's at the top of the list, fellas.
Oh, yeah.
Top of the list.
Started from the bottom.
Hey, man, it took a while.
Damn. How do you guys like his matchup this week? Not worth it at 63?
You know what? Here's the thing. It is worth it because here's the thing. He didn't score a touchdown, but he had 163 yards last week.
Oh, he didn't even score a touchdown.
Did not score 1 touchdown.
Oh, shit. He's just
8
putting
targets,
up yards.
7 receptions.
Mm-hmm. Damn, bruh.
So I actually do like it. If you got money to, go with a good tight end.
Yeah.
If you're basing your lineups more on the boom and bust prospects and want to go rely on a tight end.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, yeah, I mean, Pitts is on the... I feel like they're finally understanding where to put him, how to use him, what plays to call.
I think Cordell Patterson does help.
Yeah, CPAT helps.
Mm-hmm. Really helps.
I like Goddard this week. If the Eagles are going to put up points, someone's got to put them up. If it's not going to be Jalen Hurts, it's either going to be Gainwell or Goddard.
Yep.
I don't see Rager doing it. I don't see. I mean, Devontae Smith maybe, but he's very like here and there.
He's shaky.
He's a little shaky.
Shaky.
And now that Zach Ertz is gone, Goddard's their clear one. So at 47, that's not a bad price.
Man, if only Dawson Knox was playing.
Oh, he is out.
Out with a fractured hand.
Out.
Mm-hmm. Still high, though.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
If Drew Lock gets to start over Teddy, I like Fant.
Noah Fant at 49. That's a great one.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
If not, I'd probably stay away. If you want to roll the dice again, hey, Uzma.
Uzuma. Hey.
You want to roll the dice? Go for it. 3,700.
Do you guys think he gets a little bit of a promotion on this offense?
No.
No?
Not consistently. He is perfectly where he's at in this offense.
Okay.
Meaning, when he gets called, he performs.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not an every week thing.
Yeah.
You don't want to overuse your secret weapon, you could say.
Like, pretty much call his number when just time it.
Exactly.
Because like he is only getting 3 targets, but they're very timed plays, and he's scoring.
Yeah, and the type of plays that are happening,
Yeah.
like when he gets his number called, he's like wide open, half the time.
Yeah, that is the dice roll boom or bust pick. But when it works out for you, ask Dougie. Hi. It really works out. So hey, at 37, if you got to go value, that's not a bad one. Nice matchup there too.
What about big boy Gronk?
He is coming
He's
back. Huh? Boy's back.
Yeah. No Q.
I think Brady might want to welcome him back.
Well, yeah.
I have some.
Especially since Mike Evans pissed him off, apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
So I think the red zone targets, I think he does want to get his boy back on the board and say, here, big fella, have a couple tubs. So
if you want to go cheap this week, Bills backup tight end, Tommy Sweeney.
Oh yeah, because now he's starting, right?
2,900.
True.
So if you're low on money,
True.
I would say, why not?
I mean, yeah.
He started his first touchdown catching a ball from Knots.
Yeah.
I do believe this guy's a rookie. I think they drafted him like in a really late round. But hey, we'll see what he's made of. He's gonna get to play. He's gonna get to
Start
play.
off against these Dolphins.
Yep.
Another one on the low side, if you want to save money, I think too. For like, he could get he could definitely get a TD in the red zone, and maybe even 2. Mo Alley Cox,
bro. Hey,
3,200.
that's actually a great pick. This dude's big.
Yeah.
He's
big.
really big, bro.
Yeah.
Very a nice red zone target. So I agree with that.
I wish they just
Derrick
use him
Henry big.
consistently. That's the only thing I wish the Colts did, is use him consistently.
Yeah, like the last time the Colts used a tight end consistently, it was Jack Doyle, but when he was younger though. Like, and I want to say maybe there was a tight end before that. I just don't remember his name. But ever since after kind of Doyle fell off and they started like implementing like multiple tight ends, they just haven't really utilized the tight end position. But they should, because the receivers aren't really there either.
Yeah.
Like you got Pittman, but
Yeah.
I think Ali Cox is on the come up. Honestly,
It should be. Because, I mean, from Jack Doyle, I think the only last tight end for the Colts that was very effective was Dallas Clark.
that was the one.
Yeah.
Dallas Clark.
Yeah, that's Peyton Manning's best friend. At one point.
Exactly. So it went from Dallas Clark to Jack Doyle for a little bit, and then after Jack Doyle, it's kind of been like a question mark in that position. But I think, Ali Cox, 32. We're going to find value somewhere.
Yeah.
Shit. I honestly think that's it. I don't have anyone else that I like that much.
Not even Seal Jones?
Because he's still under 4K. So like, and he is the starting tight end. He still gets 7-8 targets a game.
Yeah.
So yeah. Seal Jones is cool. It's at Denver, and then I don't know. I like Denver's defense can act solid sometimes, and especially at home.
Yeah.
But who's going to be the quarterback for Washington? Is it still Heineke, or is
It's still Heineke because Fitzpatrick
is not ready?
Not ready.
Then I don't know about that.
Not
one.
ready yet.
But
Not ready.
yeah, that is a starting tight end. You want to move on to defenses?
Of course, it's time for the defense.
All right.
What defense we liking this week? I think we all can agree on this one. Bengals.
I do love the Bengals.
Bengals, yeah.
I love the Bengals. I honestly think the Bills are underpriced.
Yes.
Let's see who else is here. Fuck it, Bears.
Whoa. Chill. You said, whoa, fuck it, Bears.
Bills Mafia, baby.
Bills Mafia over here. We taking the dub against the Dolphins.
Yeah, he's already switching his allegiance already. Well, settle down, Scott.
And you know what? How do you think? I think the Chargers could do well against that Patriots offense, right?
They can.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully they come out right because sometimes the Chargers come out flat.
Yeah, especially the first half.
Who you guys like?
You don't like Niners defense?
Actually, you know what? Okay, here's what I'll say. I do like it. I'm not saying it's unplayable. It's a good play. I'd prefer the Bills if we're gonna go there at that price.
Yeah.
You know, like I prefer the Bills $200 cheaper.
Yeah.
But
Chicago.
no, you're right. Chicago's offense is atrocious, bro, and it's single digit field. So the Niners can definitely put up a nice showing. Yeah.
Yeah. Bengals, Niners, Bills, Chargers. Because that 54-point anomaly it's not happening.
Oh,
again.
fuck no. Belichick took his frustration out on that team. That's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible.
And the fact that he kept on scoring and not even smiled one time was kind of scary. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
That was some scary shit right there.
He like even saw one run in and he just like kind of nodded his head a little bit. Just
went.
Yeah.
Crazy.
All right. Well, I think that pretty much covers.
Wait, we gotta do our favorite segment.
Oh yeah. I forgot.
All right.
You said bottom 5?
I usually say bottom 3, but we could go to
bottom 5.
From the Saints down.
Okay, Saints down.
Because we already know we're not picking the Dolphins against this one. Unless you want to be negative, we're not picking this one.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't even want to pick the Saints. So Jaguars down.
I would say fuck it, Washington.
Washington. Yo, I mean, shit.
If Drew Lock plays, I mean, they could.
Look, like, you know what? You're onto something, Dougie. Because if Washington's defense put up 8 points against the Chiefs, 7 points against Aaron Rodgers, why couldn't they do the same?
Yeah, all they need is
against Denver.
Hey, all they need is turnovers. That's really it.
Yeah.
You know, they're not going to be getting points for keeping the score down or anything.
And honestly,
like
the point of this segment is to pick a bottom defense that's at least going to get you 8 points.
Yeah.
That's what you're asking for at this price. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all you need to win a tournament. That's all I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
But
I like the Jaguars.
I was going to pick them. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you look at the opposite side, all you got to do is stop the run.
But no, I do like the Jags just because, Russell Wilson was that team. It's showing now. Like, it's really just showing to everybody.
Deteriorating as the weeks go on.
He was the whole team. But to keep things interesting for this segment and have us all have our own pick, I will go with the Lions.
It's funny because I was juggling between Lions or Jaguars.
I'm gonna go with the Lions. They're gonna come out hungry. They see a team that is not strong, and they're gonna go for this dub.
Yeah,
they're gonna go for
They're
it.
really preying on the injured right now.
Yeah,
like Lions. Yeah.
So Spuddy got the Jaguars. I got the Lions. Dougie has Washington. We'll see who picked the better trash defense.
Hey, what did we pick last week? Fuck.
You I think ended up in the negatives.
Wait, what was it?
And then I think I might have picked Houston. No.
Who the fuck did
that might have been the week before. I would have to listen. I forgot. Do you remember your pick, Dougie?
Yeah, I picked the Titans.
Oh, no. Okay. That's what it was. Dougie nailed it with the Titans. Mm-hmm. I forgot who you picked. But when I made my pick, you said that's not bottom 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So I said, if we're going to do bottom 4, then I agree with Dougie's pick. I'm going to go with the Titans.
Yeah.
I forgot who you picked.
The Giants?
I don't know. I think you did. No,
I mean, I did because I was like, Sam Darnold, that is not gonna happen.
Well, we'll listen.
It worked though. If it was,
well, it was a good call. If it was the Giants, but
I ain't gonna say I won that until
no.
I look back.
Dougie got that.
Yeah, but I think Dougie definitely got the better one. But hey, I wasn't trash.
Yeah, because Titans, I think were even priced like at 21 that week, and I forgot how many points they put up, but it was a good showing.
Yeah,
17.
All you gotta know is Chiefs only put up 3. Fucking 3.
Yeah. All right. Well, shit. Does that wrap it up for week 8?
That's going to wrap it up for week 8.
That's going to wrap it up for Draftkings NFL Week 8 Sunday Millionaire Maker. Y'all know the deal. We dropping shit every week, kind of. But, I'm playing. We are dropping shit every week.
Shit, more than a week. We dropping a lot of shit, brother.
YouTube's up. You already know. And NBA fans, don't feel left out. That stuff is coming. It's coming hot.
Hey, it's already coming, brother.
Yep, it's coming in hot.
We already dropped one today.
The season is in full go. So
it's a go time.
Tune into that. Yeah. And that pretty much wraps it up for this episode. This has been Francis from the Buds and Sports Podcast. I am going to go ahead and pass it on to Dougie. I am out.
Thank you guys, as always, for listening to the podcast. We appreciate it very much. Yeah, NBA football season both in full swing. Great content. Hopefully, you guys listen and win that million. If you guys are out there winning off of us, write in the comments so we can be like, damn, it's working.
It's working. Support us.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, you guys. This is Dougie, as always. Buddy, take us out.
All right. What's going on, buddies? Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. You already know. Put us in the search bar, Buds in the Sports. We're probably at your favorite podcast streaming site. Go ahead and do that. We're pumping out content more than daily. We're almost every day at this point. We just miss a few days. Really? Yeah, we just miss a few days here and there. But, hey, our content is coming. So give us a shout-out. Give us some support. Why not? Let's go. This is week 8 of DraftKings. I'm Spuddy McGee, buddies. I'm out.